Right then, another little update on the gasser. That's what the boot looks like now. All painted, everything's dry. Wheel tubs are back in. Give them a little clean up with a wire wheel. I decided to mount the battery to the left just so it's easy access. Probably put a little kill switch or something in there as well. Also put some boot latches on. This is all fiberglass. It did have the holes there already for them, but there was none on there. So it would bounce up and down while I was driving. So yeah, the wheel wells, I actually tech screwed them in, so I can remove them if need to. That's what the back looks like. I'm going to build a little seat to go in there at some point, and a couple of seat belts so I can take my boy out. We'll jump in this one. Right, what I've been up to today, I've actually moved the engine back 6.5 inches. As you can see, when the car was raced, the engine was mounted further back, obviously for better weight transfer to the rear wheels. So that's why the front's lifted so high. So like gas tradition, I think because tyres were crap back in the day, they lifted them up to get more weight transfer to the back tyres. And now it's sort of like the gasser look. So the engine's right back where it should be anyway. Much better. I don't know why they didn't mount it further back in the first place. And also a bonus as well. So I mounted it back 6.5 inches. So now I don't have to have a prop shaft made, because that is of a Discovery or Defender. Same flanges, bolt straight up. It's in the perfect spacing. So yeah, if I do break one in the future, I can just get one off the shelf. Next thing to do would be to make a gearbox mount. As you can see, this was someone's idea of a gearbox mount. It's literally bolted up there. Comes down. Looks like a bit of spit holding that together. Had one bolt in there because obviously the other bolt hole doesn't line up in the gearbox clearly. This was again attached with bubble gum to that bar there, so that's how far it's moved back. That's 6.5 inches. I've pushed everything back. So, but I've left that there at the moment because the gearbox is actually resting on that quite nicely. Fitment in the tunnel is very good. Close but just not touching, so that'll be the next job, make a new mount. Yeah, look how far back that's sitting now. Perfect, love that. Looks really cool. How it should have been in the first place. Yeah, hasn't taken me long today. Yeah, very cool. What's under here? A mount. Oh, obviously this, push that water hose up a touch. I've got to remount the oil cooler. That's for the gearbox. I'm mounting that up taller. I quite like the look of it from the front, so you can see all the engine and stuff as well. Quite like that. What else have we got to do? Oh yeah, we haven't put a new engine mount along here. I've had to move the steering box a touch, but luckily I've unbolted it inside and the whole thing slid forward, so all that's really happened is the steering wheel's come towards the driver's seat, maybe an inch, which is not the end of the world. We'll just move the seat back a touch Yeah. Oh, another. This here is an earth cable, which was wrapped around the chassis a few times, then bolted on instead of cutting it and shortening it. Obviously. Yeah, slowly getting there. Oh, yes, the gear linkage as well. I've got to redo. So again, gear linkage. I'm just going to cut it, shorten it by 6.5 inches, pop it back on. It should be no different. So that's it at the moment. Yeah, got quite a lot done today. So I'm waiting on some bits for the Morris Moore. That's a customer's car. So I'm waiting on more stuff than that. I've still got some more welding to do on it. Thankfully, not a lot now. I've done quite so much on that thing. Yeah, be lovely to give her, just get it running next. Give her a wash and deliver that back. But I'll do a walk round video on that when I've actually finished it. There's quite a lot I've done on that. Yeah, looking like I'm going to be able to drive it this weekend coming. So on Sunday we'll be parked up by Southwards McDonald's for the day, take the camping chairs, because it's the London to Brighton transport run. So if any of you guys fancy it, just pop along. Okay, next video will be actually driving. Cheers.